Hi there, I'm Natasha. This is Always Be Crafting, and it is Saturday. And on Saturdays, I sew. Saturday mornings, I come straight from bed right down to my workspace in the basement. So I am unshowered, in pajamas, and I sew. I have already been busy this morning doing things that were not sewing related. Curses! But I did have to make some stickers for my class. I'm a preschool music teacher, and I also teach family classes, mommy and me type classes. If you've ever heard of Music Together, I'm a Music Together teacher. And I also work with camps during the summertime. It is summertime. If you are watching this after it is released, today is Saturday, June 29th, 2024. If you're watching this far in the future, thanks. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Sorry if I'm a little scattered at the moment. It's been a busy month. June has been a busy month. I will talk all about June in my June wrap up in a couple of days, but back to what we started with. It is Saturday, and on Saturdays I sew. Gosh darn it. So I've got a couple of things going on. I had just completed a sew along. It ended last night at midnight. I was making not one, not two, but 3 bags for this sew along. I completed 2. Both had mistakes. And the one I completed last night is this one. It is the ByAnnie Travel Essentials 2.0, and I love it. And the mistake is actually really hard to find. If you don't know this bag, you're not going to find the mistake, I'm happy to say. But I know it's there. I'm going to show you because you're here. So the mistake is, you see how this is a lobster claw and it holds onto a D-ring? These two are supposed to be swapped. Big deal, Natasha. So what? So the lobster claw's on top instead of on the bottom. Well, here's why. This lobster claw is supposed to be here because, unroll the bag. Isn't that cute? The bag has a secret strap right here hiding in this pocket. It is also a D-ring. Wah, wah. Those things can't hold on to each other. This secret strap is so you can loop it around like a closet pole or a hook or a lamp, whatever. Because when you're traveling, you want to be able to hold up all your items, you know, whether your toiletries, your makeup. There's a big giant pocket. This is not part of the pattern. This was an adaptation I stole from another member in the sew along, where she made a giant pocket. It's clear vinyl on the back, see? And then I have my heart vinyl on the front. So wet things like toilet brush. Wow. You do not travel with a toilet brush, and it is not big enough to fit. It is not small enough to fit in there. Toothbrush. Wow. Okay, focus. Toothbrush or anything that might be wet can go in these vinyl pockets. And big giant pocket at the bottom for like shampoo bottles, pill bottles, whatever. You put whatever you want in here. If you don't want to use it as a travel bag, you don't have to. It's your bag, right? This bag is going to my niece, and I am making a matching duffel bag to go with it. So the kitty cats will be on the outside. These pink kitty cats will be on the outside of the duffel bag. All right, so you would think, well, Natasha, just don't make that mistake on the next bag, right? Kind of already did, because the third and final bag, which obviously is not finished for the sew along that ended last night at midnight. It's fine. I finished 2 out of 3. Everyone else only finished 1. Well, maybe not everyone. Some other people may have finished more bags. Doesn't matter. It's not a competition. It's a fun sew along. Anyways, I already, because I was trying to get all my riveting done, I already attached my handle and I put the lobster claw under the handle again. Such is life. So my solution, since I already attached my, in this case, a triangle ring instead of a D-ring, to the secret strap since the secret strap has not yet been sewn on, I'm going to make a new secret strap. And I want to do that first so I can really put my rivet press away, because I like to tidy up and move on. And I wanted my rivets done because I don't have any other riveting to do today. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is rivet a new strap. I've got lots more strap. I've got another lobster claw. So have I showed you? I'll show you. This is my bag. I had made this bag. A person who never made a mistake, never tried anything new. Am I just not that person? It's an Albert Einstein quote, hence the reason I made Albert Einstein on the front. This is my my rivet bag. So inside, I have like everything I need for riveting. So up here, all my different pieces, like here's the hole cutter, here's a rivet, there's like snaps, and then these little pages come out and they're organized by color. So here's for silver, gold, I need that, so I might as well pull that one out. This one is antique brass, and finally gunmetal. I really need to make another one just for rainbow, but I don't use rainbow rivets very often. I have like rainbow hardware, but I don't use rainbow rivets, so it doesn't have its own pouch. But I think this bag is so stuffed that if I were to get any more rivets or snaps, I would have to make a bigger bag. So we'll see. One problem at a time. One problem at a time. Okay, I now have my gold rivets, so I can do the riveting first. Next project, right? Moving on. Next on my to-do list is actual sewing. It's cutting and sewing. I am starting another sew-along. This time it is a quilt sew-along, and it starts on Monday. Did I mention today is Saturday? Now, I haven't started because it starts on Monday, and like the first step on like when Monday starts, we start cutting our fabric. No problem. I can handle that. Most of my fabric is here, and we don't have to have like everything cut on day one. So no problem. I'm not sweating that. But the designer, go back. The pattern for this sew along is called the stamp block quilt, right? I'll put up a picture of what that looks like, because it is, I'll move over even. I'll put up a picture of what the stamp block looks like, because it's really cool. It's a really, really cool pattern, and I need to practice because it has mitered corners. I ordered my fabric from Allison Glass. Allison Glass designed this pattern, and her fabric line is being carried by Andover Fabrics. Not every fabric store carries Andover Fabrics, just like not every fabric store carries Free Spirit. Not every fabric store carries Tilda. Not every fabric store, every fabric store gets to decide what fabric they want to carry, right? So not every fabric store near me carries Allison Glass. In fact, the closest one to me that carries Allison Glass is about a 40-minute drive away. Not the end of the world. I knew I was going to be at this fabric store last week, or I was going to be in that area last week. So I did pop in, because since I ordered my yardage directly through Allison Glass, I realized after I ordered it that I only ordered exactly as much fabric as I needed. I did not get any extra. Like, I wasn't thinking. I was like, oh, I'm going to need 6 yards of fabric. I'll order 6 yards of fabric. So then I was like, wait a minute, I want to practice. And I'm afraid of what if I make mistakes and I need 6 yards. Uh-oh, I need to practice. So I stopped into this fabric store. It's called Cotton Candy Fabrics. It's a lovely store. And I stop in and I say, okay, your website says you have the Allison Glass. I need the color charcoal, because I've ordered 6 yards directly from Allison Glass, and it's arriving this weekend. It's probably arriving next week. Hopefully it'll arrive in time for the sew along itself. Like, she'd even sent out an email, sorry, there's delays on the fabric. But I need to practice. I don't have my fabric yet. I need to practice. I'd like to buy charcoal. They were out of charcoal. Here's the charcoal color. Wait, Natasha, how do you have the charcoal color? Well, guess what? They didn't have yardage of charcoal, but they had a fat quarter bundle. That means they had every color in a fat quarter size. And I thought, perfect, I'm gonna buy the fat quarter bundle because all of it's really cute and maybe I can use them for other things, but most importantly, I can use them to practice. So I pulled out the green to practice with, and my practice center is going to be my lucky cats. And look how nicely those go together. Isn't that nice? Do you see how the green is like in this cat's eyes, but also in their little bibs of the lucky cats? So I have to cut and sew my practice block for my stamp block sew along that starts on Monday. That's number 2. So I got rivets, cutting and sewing. Number 3, I have a pillow for a friend that is on my list, and it's been on my list for a couple weeks, and it's just sitting over there. And I think that's not too hard. I can do that. Fabric is already set aside. So if I get to that, you will see it. That's number 3. These are not in any particular order, except that I probably will do number 1 and number 2 in that order. The next 3 items on my list of 5 are not in any particular order. Okay, so one of those last 3 items is the pillow. One of those last 3 items is the dog toy for the dog blanket. I am making a memory quilt for a friend who lost their dog about a month ago. It's a huge project. It takes up a lot of space. And I had originally planned, I don't know how I'm going to finish this. I think I'm going to finish it next weekend. Like, it's the 4th of July. I live in the United States, so the 4th of July is a big weekend. So we have plans on the 4th of July going to a friend's house for a big barbecue. But then we don't have any plans, and I'm not working on Friday the 5th or Saturday the 6th. No plans at all. So I had designated those 2 days as big sewing days. And I thought, perfect time to make this big blanket, dog memory blanket. Then someone else, another friend, pointed out, oh, but it's so-and-so's birthday on the 4th of July. Wouldn't it be nice to have this blanket done for her on her birthday? Yeah, it would be nice, but that means I have to try to finish it today or tomorrow or Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, and there's like a million other things happening right now. And again, this blanket takes up a lot of space, which means I have to completely clear my table. Like, I have to empty my table. And there are so many things happening right now that I have to finish all those things, otherwise something might get lost, right? So this is a mental issue I'm having right now, because it would be nice to finish the blanket for her birthday. Like, it would be nice to have this finished before Thursday, but I wasn't thinking about it being her birthday because it's a memory blanket, so it wasn't a birthday gift. So in my head, I thought, perfect, I can get all these other things done. She knew, because like her mom is like, can you do this for my daughter? So, and she knew there's no rush. She even said, there's no rush on this. Do whatever you need to do. And I told her I have a lot of other things going on, a lot of other commitments. And they're like, no problem. There's really no rush on this. And I said, don't worry, I will get it done, but just give me a little bit of time. So now I might have to move it. I don't know. Okay, so again, this is the dog toy. The last one, I've cut up all the other ones, but this one kind of got stuck in the dryer, I guess. It got hidden under something and I didn't find it right away. So it didn't get cut up with the rest of them the first time I processed. So little dog toy is gonna get opened up. I follow the seam. I open it up, I take out the stuffing, I take out the squeaker, and then I basically turn this dog toy into 2 little patches. So one on each side by using interfacing. And then it becomes a patch for the blanket. That was a long story. Because you can see, this is torturing me, right? I want to make this for her. I want to do it in a timely manner, but I also have all these other deadlines and all these other things happening. I don't know. We'll see. So, but I'm at least going to get to the dog toy. That's on the list for today. And then So it might go before the pillow because the pillow really has no timeline. I think the dog toy just jumped in front of the pillow. All right, the last thing, which is definitely going to be the last thing, yeah, it's definitely at the bottom of the list now, is I cut out 2 opposing patterns for dog poop bags. So I know, doesn't sound so exciting, but I've been using one pattern that I've made these little poop bags for I don't know, a year or 2. And then I got another pattern for free in a box of dog stuff. And I thought, oh, let me do a side-by-side comparison of these 2 bags. So because I had my rivet press out, I did the grommets for those 2 bags. I thought, let me do this since I have my rivet press and I can get everything done. I like to bunch like items together. So I got those items done. But they're set aside and they can wait to last. Because that's quick sewing. It's like adding a zipper and sewing up the edges. That's very quick sewing. And it's really non-crucial. That might get saved for when I'm having a hard moment and I need to decompress at some other point during the week, right? Because that can happen at any time. That's like bubble gum. You know, sometimes I need like bubble gum sewing where my brain just needs to focus and I need something simple. I'm going to save that. Okay. So first things first, let's get the rivet press done with the strap. And then I need to test. I'm not going to be able to think if I don't test this stamp block. Like my brain is like, get ready, Natasha, get ready, Natasha, get ready, Natasha. And it's just going to perseverate. And I can't, I'm not going to calm down. I can't have that anxiety because I'm excited. I'm excited for this quilt along. And I want to start with everyone else, which is around Monday, day after tomorrow, and I'm not going to be able to relax and enjoy myself if I don't practice. And that's the whole point of sewing. This is supposed to be a relaxing thing, not a stressful thing. So I need to take the steps to take care of my mental health. I need to practice that quilt block. I will feel a lot better after I've practiced it. And then I'll do the dog toy. Then I'll do the pillow and the dog poop bags. Okay? Awesome. Thank you for listening. Thank you. Really, thank you. Thank you for listening. If you're new here, I hope I haven't scared you away with my little bit of wackiness this morning. Watch some other videos. I promise I'm much calmer on other days. I promise. I'm not always this wired, but I'm a little wired today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful month, and I'll be back. If I'm not back in this video with more talking, the rest is just going to be music and quick, fast, sewy stuff. And I will be back in a couple of days with my June roundup of everything I've made in June. And there'll be more talking then. Thanks so much.